Sawadika. I'm Chantipa Livingston.
And I am Chananpan Rotjan.
We are pleased to welcome you to our Meditation for Peace program. And today, I would like to welcome our beautiful and talented co-MC. I think our viewers could remember Kun Chananpan very well. May you share with us what you have been doing during this time?
Sure. I'd like to start off by saying that I am working as a co-pilot at Thai Asia, which is based in Bangkok. And from time to time, we are required to change the aircraft that we fly. And just a few months ago, I've been asked to start a training on the Airbus 320 in Malaysia. And that's where I've been. I just came back last week, finished all the training, and I'm very happy to be back.
Mm-hmm. And is it different from flying the bigger aircraft to the smaller aircraft?
It is. Every aircraft is different in terms of system and the nature of the operation. But I would say the new aircraft which I'm flying now is a bit bigger than the old one.
Okay, can explain your absence.
Yes.
Anyway, welcome back.
Thank you.
And we will start our program with meditation.
The meditation session will be led by the most venerable Prat Pravanavisut. Let's start the session together.
ต่อจากนี้ไปตั้งใจให้แน่แน่วมุ่งตรงถนทางพระนิพพานกันทุกคนนะลูกนะให้นั่งขัดสมาธิโดยเอาขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายให้นิ้วชี้ของมือข้างขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายหลับตาของเราเบาๆคลอดลูกพอสบายคล้ายๆกับตอนที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะแล้วก็ทำใจของเราให้เบิกบานให้แจ่มชื่นให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ผ่องใสไร้กังวลในทุกสิ่งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องอะไรก็ตามให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางทำใจให้ว่างแต่บางท่านยังทำไม่ได้ก็ได้เริ่มวางใจณจุดที่เรามีความรู้สึกว่าสบายไปก่อนซึ่งจะเป็นตรงไหนก็ได้โดยไม่คำนึงถึงฐานที่7แล้วก็เริ่มรู้สึกว่ามันสบายเริ่มรู้สึกว่ามันง่ายความสุขที่ได้จากสมาธิเราก็ค่อยๆได้สัมผัสคือเริ่มรู้สึกว่าตัวที่ทึบๆหนาๆเนี่ยมันเริ่มโปร่งเริ่มโล่งเริ่มว่างเริ่มเคว้งคว้างและเหมือนอยู่กลางอวกาศบางท่านตัวหายไปเลยเหมือนไม่มีตัวมีแต่ความรู้สึกของใจบางคนก็ไม่รู้ว่าจะทำอย่างไรเมื่อเจอภาวะโล่งๆว่างๆตัวหายไปสิ่งที่ควรจะต้องทำคือใจสบายอยู่ตรงไหนก็เอาตรงนั้นแหละไปก่อนแล้วพอมันถูกส่วนสมบูรณ์ 100% แล้วเนี่ยเราค่อยนึกน้อมกลับเข้ามาหรือ จะมีเครื่องหมายที่ใสๆและขนาดปลายเข็มก็มีขนาดดวงดาวในอากาศก็มีจะปรากฏเกิดขึ้นตรงที่ใจเราหยุดนิ่งเราก็จับภาพนั้นคือดูไปเฉยๆดูเผินๆอย่าถึงกับจ้องนะจ๊ะคือจะว่าดูก็ไม่เชิงจะว่าไม่ดูก็ไม่ใช่มันอยู่ระหว่างกลางๆถ้าหากเราดูเป็นคืออยู่ระหว่างกลางจริงๆจุดใสๆนั้นมันจะนิ่งแต่ถ้าเราตั้งใจมากเกินไปมันจะหายแต่ถ้าเผลอก็หายอีกเหมือนกันจ้องก็ไม่ได้จ้องก็หายเผลอก็หายไอ้ตรงความพอดีตรงนี้แหละเราต้องทำให้ได้ด้วยวิธีคือนิ่งเฉยๆไม่ต้องทำอะไรไม่ต้องตั้งคำถามในใจไม่มีข้อสงสัยใดๆทั้งสิ้นเหมือนตัวเราเป็นหุ่นยนต์ที่ไม่มีมันสมองนะคิดไม่เป็นหรือไม่มีความคิดไม่เป็นหรือไม่มีความคิดต้องทำอย่างนี้นะลูกนะคิดไม่เป็นเนี่ยใช้ได้ตลอดเลยเพราะว่าการศึกษาความรู้ภายในนั้นน่ะมันเลยขั้นระบบของความคิดมันไม่ต้องใช้ความคิดเลยมันเป็นความรู้ที่เกิดจากความไม่คิดคือจิตมันหยุดนิ่งบริสุทธิ์แล้วก็สว่างแล้วก็เห็นแล้วก็รู้มันอย่างนี้นะจ๊ะมันแตกต่างจากที่เราเคยเรียนรู้มาต้องฟังต้องอ่านต้องคิดต้องเขียนแต่นี่มันไม่ใช่มันเป็นความรู้ที่เกิดจากหยุดกันนิ่งที่คิดไม่เป็นไม่มีความคิดเลยใจมันจะปลอดความคิดจิตมันจะหยุดนิ่งความรู้อย่างนี้เขาเรียกว่าภาวนามยปัญญาความรู้ที่เกิดจากหยุดกันนิ่งแล้วก็สว่างเห็นแล้วก็รู้นี่เราต้องเข้าใจขบวนการตรงนี้ซะก่อนอย่าทิ้งคำนี้นะถ้านิ่งอย่างลำบากรู้สึกอึดอัดคับแคบไม่มีความสุขมันไม่สบายเลยทั้งร่างกายและจิตใจไม่ใช่แล้วอย่าดันทุลังตามต่อให้ค่อยๆผ่อนมากคลี่คลายระบบประสาทกล้ามเนื้อค่อยๆ คลายพอเรานึกคลายจิตมันก็จะคลายตัวพอคลายตัวก็สู่ภาวะโล่งๆว่างๆนิ่งใหม่ก็ต้องฝึกกันอย่างนี้แหละฝึกให้ได้แล้วเดี๋ยวเราก็เห็นดวงใสๆมันจะสว่างนั่งแล้วหลับตาแล้วมันไม่มืดเห็นดวงใสๆแล้วก็ดูไปเรื่อยๆนิ่งถูกส่วนมันจะขยายแล้วก็เราก็จะถูกดึงดูดเข้าไปข้างในทั้งดึงทั้งดูดเลยเหมือนมีแม่เหล็กยักษ์อยู่ข้างในนะเป็นแม่เหล็กโลกดูดเข้าไปบางคนก็ตกใจหวาดเสียวว่าไม่รู้มันอะไรไม่เคยเจอต้องตามใจนะลูกนะอย่าไปฝืนใจอย่าไปฝืนความรู้สึกอย่างนั้นปล่อยไปทำเฉยๆเนี่ย ปล่อยคือทำเฉยๆไม่ใช่ดันนะจำนะลูกนะต้องจำนะคือทำเฉยๆเนี่ยเฉยอย่างเดียวแล้วมันจะเป็นของมันไปเองเห็นไหมเจ้าว่าการศึกษาความรู้ภายในเนี่ยมันไม่ได้ยากครับถ้าเรารู้จักเข้าใจแล้วก็วางใจเป็นรู้ขั้นตอนของประสบการณ์ภายในเดี๋ยวเราจะทำได้ทำเป็นกันทุกคนนั่นแหละแต่ก่อนอื่นลูกจะต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นในตัวเองว่าคนอย่างเราเนี่ยทำได้ขอให้รู้วิธีการนั้นแหละที่ถูกต้องเดี๋ยวเราจะทำให้มันถูกต้องและเราก็ทำได้ต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นตรงนี้ก่อนนะลูกนะอย่าไปมัวสงสัยลังเลว่าเราจะทำได้ไหมนะคนอย่างเราคนอย่างเรานี่กิเลสหนาปัญญาหยาบเนี่ยผ่านชีวิตมาก็หมองมาซะทั้งเยอะจะทำได้ไหมนะเลิกคิดนะลูกนะความคิดชนิดนี้อย่าให้มีในลูกพลาดอย่าให้มีในนักเรียนอนุบาลฝันในฝันวิทยาถ้าเราไม่มั่นใจในตัวเราแล้วเนี่ยเราจะไปทำอะไรได้หลับตาอ้าปากตักอาหารเรามั่นใจยังตักเข้าปากได้เลยนะหลับตาเนี่ยเอานิ้วจิ้มดูจมูกเรายังจิ้มได้ยังถูกต้องนะเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็ต้องมั่นใจว่าเราต้องทำได้เพราะเรารู้วิธีการแล้วเนี่ยซึ่งก็บอกไปหมดแล้วไม่ได้มีอะไรปิดบังเลยเนี่ยเราก็ต้องฝึกฝนฝึกไปเรื่อยๆต้องรักอย่างหลงไหลนะฝึกไปนั่งฝึกยืนฝึกเดินฝึกนอนฝึกมีเวลาว่างเป็นฝึกไปเพราะนี่คือวิชาของชีวิตนะลูกนะวิชาที่สำคัญที่สุดของชีวิตเราจะเรียนจบด็อกเตอร์กี่คะแนนก็แล้วแต่มันก็เป็นไปเพื่อให้ได้ปัจจัยสี่มาหรือให้ได้รับความยกย่องนับถือเชื่อถือเป็นเครดิตในทางสังคมเท่านั้นแต่เวลาใกล้จะละโลกนะมันเอามาช่วยชีวิตไม่ได้นะที่จะไปสู่ปรโลกนะลูกนะสิ่งที่เรากำลังเรียนรู้นี่แหละเรื่องหยุดเรื่องนิ่งนี่แหละจะเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดเป็นวิชาของชีวิตที่แท้จริงเพราะฉะนั้นต้องขยันฝึกฝนอยู่ในห้องน้ำก็ฝึกได้จะขับถ่ายก็ฝึกได้ไม่บาปฝึกบนโถนั่นแหละจะล้างหน้าแปรงฟันแล้วก็ฝึกได้จะอาบน้ำอาบท่าก็ฝึกได้ล้างถ้วยล้างจานล้างชามปัดกวาดบ้านฝึกได้ตรงไหนเราก็ฝึกได้นั่งนอนยืนเดินเพราะเรารู้หลักอยู่แล้วเนี่ยสติสบายสม่ำเสมอหยุดเป็นตัวสำเร็จวางเบาๆใจสบายๆเห็นไหมจ๊ะเรารู้หลักวิชากันแล้วไม่ใช่ว่าเราไม่เรียนรู้นะจะนึกเป็นภาพก็ได้หรือจะไม่นึกเป็นภาพเป็นดวงก็ได้องค์พระก็ได้หลวงปู่คุณยายก็ได้ผลหมากรากไม้เพชรนินจินดาได้ทั้งนั้นยกเว้นภาพที่นึกแล้วใจตกต่ำแต่ถ้านึกแล้วใจสูงส่งบริสุทธิ์นึกได้เห็นไหมเจ้าว่า เรารู้นะเรื่องหลักวิชาแล้ววิธีนึกก็สอนหมดแล้วนะให้เบาๆสบายๆมีสิ่งที่ดีๆอีกเยอะนับไม่ถ้วนอย่างเมื่อเราได้เข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวนั่งให้ดีนะลูกนะใครเหนื่อยใครง่วงใครเพลียใครนั่งแล้วตึงก็ปล่อยให้มันหลับไปในกลางพอสดชื่นแล้วก็ตื่นมาทำใหม่ใครเมื่อยก็ขยับฟุ้งก็ลืมตาแล้วก็ว่ากันใหม่ให้ลูกทุกคนสมหวังดังใจในการเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวทุกคนนะลูกนะต่างคนต่างนั่งกันไปเงียบๆนะจ๊ะ
The Most Venerable หลวงพ่อธรรมชัยโย has great compassion to teach us meditation continuously. His aim is to bring peace to the world.
Yes, I have the highest respect for Luang Pa and wish that peace would be realized soon.
Everybody wishes the same thing, including Miss Natalie Swasik from Canada. She will share with us her experience during the Middle Way Meditation Retreat program at Suan Phet Kaew in Chiang Mai.
She believes that meditation can bring everyone together. Let's enjoy her interview.
Swadika. Welcome to the Middle Way Meditation Retreat program in Suan Phet Kaew, Chiang Mai Province. My name is Chantipa Vanishgun. I'll be your host today. The objective of today's sessions is to introduce our audience the Middle Way Meditation program. We had the opportunity during our program to interview each session and some of the people who have had the opportunity of spending some time at the meditation center in northern Thailand. Today, we have Miss Natalie Swasky from Canada to share with you the experience during her meditation retreat. Swadika.
Swadika.
Could you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your background?
Okay, sure. My name is Natalie and I'm from Canada. I'm a student in Canada and I study sociology. I've been interested in Buddhist philosophy and meditation for a long time, so I decided to come to Thailand and study.
Okay, so you're still a student. Have you finished, you graduated, or you still have a few more years?
I have about a year and a half left before I get my degree, and then I plan to continue with school.
Okay, what part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. It's in the prairies. It's more on the west side of Canada.
Okay. How did you find out about the meditation retreat program?
Well, when I was deciding to come to Thailand, I knew that meditation was something that I wanted to look into. So I went on the internet and I looked to see what was available. And right away I saw a Middle Way meditation program. And I thought that that would be a good program for me. The website was really informative. So.
Okay. And what's any reasons why you decide to choose this kind of program?
Yes. Looking at the schedule, you can see that there's a lot of meditation involved and a lot of instruction showing you the right way to do it and how to do it. Mm-hmm. But it's not too intense so that you're just thrown right in. So I felt like it was a very natural, good way to learn. Good for me.
And how long have you been interested in meditation?
I would say probably 3 or 4 years now. I've really been looking for something to get some inner peace and calmness inside.
Okay, but have you practiced the meditation before you came here?
No, I did not practice
This is your
meditation.
first time.
Yes,
But you
my
have been
first time.
interested in meditation just 3 or 4 years before you
Yes.
came here. What do you learn here at this session?
Oh, we learned so much. We learn mainly how to calm ourselves down and to really sit and be in the moment. The monks teach us natural ways to breathe and just stay centered. We learn mantras to kind of keep us in the moment without having thoughts creep into our heads. We also learn about Buddhist philosophy and the history of the Dhammakaya Center and the temple and all the people involved that made it what it is today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the experience during meditation?
Sure, yeah. Meditation is a very personal experience because it happens inside you. I think the most important thing to realize is that happiness is inside yourself. People often look outside to find happiness in material things, but once you realize that everything you need is inside through meditation, when you start to calm down, you feel very happy and you feel a sense of love with the world and a sense of calmness.
That's how you feel during your meditation.
That's how I feel,
Well,
definitely.
and do you see like any brightness or crystal ball in it like others?
It depends on the day, definitely. I have not yet had the chance to see crystal ball, but I hope for the future that I can. I have seen some brightness, but the main thing that makes me very happy is to just be in the moment and to not have anything disturb me and just to be happy for the moment. That's how I feel, is happy for the moment.
Okay. Sounds like you have a good experience during your meditation, and maybe you can share that what techniques that you use in order to calm your mind, to get your mind still during your meditation.
One of the most important things for me was learning the mantra Samaraha. The monks,
Samarahang.
they teach us this mantra, and when they guide us in meditation, sometimes they'll remind us and repeat it again to us, which is very helpful if you are kind of distracted. It brings you back into the moment. I found it so helpful because when you start saying it, you repeat it over and over, and eventually it fades away, and you've attained the moment that you want. So the mantra is the most effective for me. Yes.
Okay, but when you chanting the mantra, do like if your mind is like what they call people call monkey mind, right? Your mind is not
mind.
very still, right?
yeah.
But you have to chant like you have to have the fast chanting like samarahang, samarahang, or you just keep it in the same tone.
Same tone and just very natural. And the monks are very good, and you just remember the way they say it and try to say it to yourself, like very natural way. So not fast, because meditation is about just being calm and slow. Just be happy to be here, you know. So yes.
And you use the meditation just when you sit down, or you use it like in every movement that you do, like eating, walking. Can you do that?
I can't do it when I'm eating yet, but walking meditation, I think meditation you can really use like in all of your life, in everything you do, in the morning when you shower. If you are there in the moment, you can be showering yourself, cleaning on the inside as well as on the outside. Walking and just staying in the moment and being happy to be in the moment, and sitting. I think whatever works for you, meditation is very powerful.
Sounds like a great experience.
It is.
Okay, and you think that can meditation help you in your daily life? like for your student when you study and anything?
Oh, I think meditation is probably the best thing to do when you're doing anything, work, or even going on a holiday or going to school. I mean, it makes your day so much more relaxed. You feel less distracted. You're not thinking about things that you shouldn't. You just almost gain a kind of wisdom for the day, and it makes you more focused on anything that you do. So I think it's just like breathing. You should do it every day.
You should do it every day?
Yes.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Okay.
I should do it every day too, right?
Of course, of course.
That many people have mentioned that the meditation is international practice, right? It doesn't belong to any religion. It's not doesn't restricted to one religion or culture. What do you think about that?
I think that if people are able to see the wisdom in that belief, they should do that, because to meditate doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what you believe in. You don't have to be Buddhist to meditate, or a Muslim or a Christian. You can meditate, and meditation is a part of many religions. Meditation is something that unites people, because we all share consciousness. We are all here. We're all living like in this moment right now, and if we are living, we should be happy to be here. So if meditation can be seen as something that can bring people together, I think that would be wonderful.
Okay, and you think that meditation brings happiness and peace to people?
Definitely. I think it's one of the only things that brings true happiness and inner peace to people. Definitely.
Okay, and right, you said you started to get interested in meditation for a couple of years before you came here. Might be any objective in your life? What you've been searching for? Like you've been interested in something before you found it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think many people, they keep searching, and they're looking and they're looking, and maybe they don't even know what they're looking for, but if they meditate, I think they can start to find it. And even if you don't believe it, if you just try, I think that you'll find that you can see it right away. Just takes 10 minutes starting each day, and like continue. Before, when I was interested in it, I always knew it was good. I had a feeling it was really good. And then when I started to do it here at the Middle Way, I realized this is it. If I can keep doing this every day, I know that my life will be good. I know my life will be good.
Okay, that's you know that what you want, right?
Yes.
That is good. Okay,
Yes.
talk about the location here, right? Everybody said they'll have good experience with the outdoors. Some have to experience indoor. But how you like this meditation center and the location here?
It's beautiful. I don't know, you can't really describe how beautiful it is until you're here, because just being so much a part of the outdoors with the trees and the air, I think the air is the best thing. In Canada, we have pretty good air, but here you sleep so well at night. You just feel so relaxed, and you hear nature, you hear birds, everything at nighttime. Just the world seems so alive, and it's. I think when I came here, I thought it was the perfect place to be. I don't know how people leave.
And if you have a chance, will you be back here at this meditation retreat?
Yes, I would. Yes, because I think it could take me deeper into my own meditation, which would just make me happier. And to learn lots of new things from the monks, and to meet other people that are interested in being happy and peaceful.
Okay. Would you recommend this program to others?
Yes, definitely.
Well, who is the first one to will recommend this program to?
My brother.
Your brother.
My brother. We don't have any computers here, But when I am out of the retreat, I plan to email my brother right away and let him know about my experience and tell him that if he can, he should come and come in December and make it happen.
During
'Cause
Christmas time.
During Christmas, I think he would.
You have a great Christmas.
I know we have Christmas, but this is like very important, because once you can learn to meditate properly, your life can change, you know. And I really hope that he can see that too, like me. So
That's good. Well, if you can speak to the people of the world right now through the DMC channel, what would you like to say to them?
well, I think I've said it already, but I'd like to say, if you haven't meditated, try meditating. Try to enlighten yourself. Just see, and you will experience inner peace if you keep going and trying. I think that it can have unlimited potential and benefits for your life. So please try.
But even though you don't have a lot of time, you can try to be a volunteer for a couple of days.
That would be nice, definitely. And maybe give back to what they've given me. Yeah.
It's just very nice to hear from you.
Of course.
Anyway, well, thank you very much for sharing experience with us, and we'll hopefully to see you again at this retreat.
That would be
ขอบคุณ
wonderful.
ค่ะ
In this time of global warming and the world economic crisis, we become increasingly anxious and stressful with our lives. The best solution for that is for us to regularly practice meditation.
Yes, you are right, because meditation can perfectly help us solve all our own problems. Next, we will learn about Buddhism with Venerable Pat Nicholas Thanisaro in order to have development in ourselves. Let's meet the Venerable.
I think you have to make a clear distinction between what we mean by equanimity and what we mean by egalitarian. The reason the Buddha taught that equanimity was a good thing was in the context of the sort of things you allow to affect your mind. So, for example, if your mind is trying to be still and to make progress on a spiritual path, but it is perturbed by any of 8 things, so it may be because of gaining things or losing things, maybe because of being honored or having your honors taken away, it may be because of being praised, or it may be because of being gossiped about behind your back, or it may be because of being happy, or it may be because of being unhappy. The Buddha said that equanimity is a good thing because it allows the mind to remain still, even though there are ups and downs in the context you live in society. Yeah? So that is why equanimity is a good thing. In society, people have different karmic backgrounds. So they come into society as children, they're not the same, okay? Some may make a good job of a bad situation. Some may be lazy, some may be more diligent. Some may be more able to manage others because they make decisions better. Some may not want to take responsibility. So in society, you have a conglomerate made up of a whole lot of people who are not the same, and some who don't even want to be the same. So society organizes itself in a way so that society can coexist in the best possible way given the differences between the people. So although we talk about egalitarianism being good for society, what we're really talking about is giving everybody the same chance, not trying to make everyone the same sort of person, like some sort of clone or automaton. So the way we see things happening in reality in society is that the people who are better at getting along with others tend to find themselves at the center of society, whereas the people who are less well able to get along with other people find themselves at the edges of society. As for how high you have between the top layers of your society and the bottom layers, well, it depends on what the customs are in your society. If you have a society like you do in the West, where everyone is fairly open to criticism, no one is too conscious about their sense of face, and losing face or gaining face as relative to other people, then society can get along okay with less layers. But if you have an Asian society where it's the custom to show respect to others, even when you don't know what you're respecting them for, but you show your respect in case, then you have a society which has more vertical difference from one person to another. What we find with Asian style society is not that people who are on the lower rungs of society have less dignity, not at all. In Asian society, everyone expects dignity, no matter what their social station is. So don't think that because you're in a low place in society that you are having an undignified existence. I'd say that people who are poor in Asian society have a lot more dignity than people who are poor or sometimes even on the middle layers of society in the West. Because everyone cares about that sense of dignity. Yeah. So we are now equipped to continue with session number 5. And on the face of it, you might say that today is a little bit of a holiday from all the hard work and all the highly structured suttas which we've been looking at so far, because basically today is just a story. Okay? And in one major part of the Buddhist scriptures are just stories. But there are stories about the Buddha himself. They are called Jataka tales. And the word Jataka means birth. So they are tales about the birth or the previous births of the Lord Buddha. And they are interesting to study, and they are preserved as part of the scriptures because they show us what it took to become the Buddha. There's an assumption amongst many scholars of Buddhism in the West that the Buddha was born as Prince Siddhartha, and the age of 16 he suddenly had this miraculous vocation in life to go and be the Buddha, and he just meditated for 6 years and lo and behold he could become enlightened. So it sounds like something which is pretty simple to do. Okay, all you need to do is give up your royal legacy and you can become a Buddha. But if you have an overview of the whole of the scriptures, you find out that in order for the Buddha to get to that final lifetime, he had to put in legwork for countless lifetimes. And it was the goodness which he had collected up over the course of those many lifetimes which allowed him to become enlightened in the final lifetime. So the reason why we have these Jataka stories is to see how he got to that final lifetime, the sort of sacrifices he had to make along the way. In fact, in the scriptures there are only 547 birth stories, but we know that the number of lifetimes which the Bodhisattva must have undergone to get to that final lifetime is much, much more than that. Okay, you're talking about eons, you're not talking about lifetimes. But the ones we have illustrate in many cases how the Buddha gradually trained himself towards perfection in the final lifetime. And what is perhaps refreshing for us is that during these lifetimes he wasn't already some sort of saint, but often he was born as something very humble, like an animal or a low-ranking person. Sometimes even a person who never met up with Buddhism in the first place, and he had to find out the answers for himself. So these vignettes of his previous lifetimes, they are telling us about how he found out what was a good or a bad thing to do in life, how he found out what was going to help him to make progress towards enlightenment in the final lifetime, because there was no one there to give him the answers to these questions. He had to find out by trial and error. In this particular Jataka, the Bodhisattva arose as a dog. So human beings can be born as animals as well, but if you are not immediately put off by the fact that dogs can talk, okay, and surprisingly few people are even comment about this, but if you take this as a true story, then it reflects a time when even animals had more merit than they do nowadays. Animals were able to communicate in more than just howls and shrieks, but they were able to communicate even with human beings, reflecting a time when people may have had a lot more merit than they do in the present day. If you look at Jataka stories, and I'm turning to the first page, then you find, first of all, that this is number 22. So number 22 of a total of 547. So it's, generally speaking, you tend to find that the Jatakas at the beginning tend to be more basic, and towards the end, the Bodhisattva is getting closer and closer to the final lifetime when he is going to arise as Prince Siddhartha. In fact, if you have the chance to follow the DMC serialization, which is going on at the moment, they are covering lifetime number 547, which is the final lifetime before he became Prince Siddhartha, which is known as the Vesandra Jataka, the final lifetime when he brought his perfections to completion. So this is a long way before that. Normally within the Jatakas, all we are given is a sentence or maybe two verses, and it's the ones which are in the italics on the first line. All the rest of this is what's known as commentary. So that means that because we are too dim to be able to understand what's going on simply from a single sentence, there have been commentarians or teachers who know the gist of what is being said shortly after the time of the Buddha, help to fill in the details and give us the background to why the Buddha said this sentence or these verses. So normally it is the story surrounding why the Buddha said these verses. Okay? So what we're really looking at is not the scriptures, but commentaries on the scriptures.
His Venerable's teaching made me understand more about the Lord Buddha's life. In order to be like the Lord Buddha, one would have to constantly train themselves and strictly adhere to the practice.
Yes, the Lord Buddha always sought for ways to do good deeds to add to his store of merits and made numerous sacrifices in his lives. He is the perfect example for us to emulate.
When we try to do just goodness, our lives will be full of happiness and our concern will fade away.
Yes, we will finally have our lives the way that we want it to be, because we ourselves are the ones who design our lives. In the next episode, we will see how to fulfill happiness in our lives.
กราบนมัสการพระเดชพระคุณหลวงพ่อ และสวัสดีนักเรียนอนุบาลฝันในฝันวิทยาทั่วโลกค่ะ Hi, I'm Joy Maurer, reporting for GNN, the bright news from Dhammakaya News Network for reviving Buddhism and propagating Dhammakaya meditation throughout the world. Today, no one can deny that World PEC, a program promoting ethics and peace, has touched the hearts of many people recently this year. Another meritorious event directed towards the younger generation called First World Peace Ethics Contest for international and bilingual schools has been greatly received by international and bilingual school students. So, let's take a look at the degree of motivation and vivaciousness of the young participants when studying ethics and solving Dhamma questions. The intention of the most venerable Parat Pavanavisuddh is to propagate the teachings of the Lord Buddha, which is something that everyone can learn and practice, regardless of their nationality, religion, and ethnicity. These teachings can create inner peace for ourselves and the world. The program called the World Peace Ethics Contest for international and bilingual schools was therefore created in order to spread Dhamma to the students of international as well as bilingual schools.
All the time we drink water coming from the same sky, looking upon the
When we speak of international and bilingual schools, many people often think of students of various nationalities, languages, or distinct academic abilities. But today, these students are taking it to another level by participating in World PEC. In this year, there are a total of 1,300 students from 28 schools who are divided into 3 levels, which are grades 4 to 6, grades 7 to 9, and grades 10 to 12.
we are not born as enemies. We are not enemies. We are truly
Everyone who entered the contest not only learns about the basic good deeds from the book, but also receives a fun, merit recording diary. The diary will help the students record and keep their good deeds for a long time. The students have 1 month before the test to note down, practice, and review the results of their good deeds. But I wonder what they are going to write.
we all share the same suffering of birth and sickness and pain. We are always led by Mara.
Wow! All the good deeds that the students wrote down in the diary demonstrate their determination. This shows that everyone, whether they are Thai or international, are able to make merit. 1 month of preparation is considered as not enough. Today, the 14th of January, I'd like to take all of you to look at the contest. Having prepared themselves well, the international students enter the contest without delay. 1 brain, 2 hands, and a heart filled with pureness. Each student took the test and gave it their best effort. Adults like us must give them a thumbs up.
Other and peace cannot yet appear this world.
This merit that we have shown to you today will stay with these students and will help them in their life. If everyone continuously makes merit, the future of the world, which rests in the hands of these youth, will be safe. Keep it up, ambassadors of peace! Before the test ends, let's take a look at the other rooms because this program produces ambassadors of peace of various ages, from elementary to secondary grades. These students with bright faces and international minds are great. They happily took the test, which was set under a truly meritorious environment. The valuable knowledge that the students have gained are now turning into a ray of light that will enlighten others in the future. Whoa! Only moments have passed, and now, time for the test has ended. We were busy cheering them on that we completely forgot the time. I wonder how the students, teachers, and others who are involved feel about this contest.
The World Peace Ethics Contest is a very good way of making the children aware of all the good moral values. The sheer number who has taken part in this exam itself proves that they are very much interested in such exams and they are very happy about the exam.
This activity, I think, is better or the best way for the students to practice their English. And then at the same time, they are enhancing or improving their humanhood or their being as a human person like that.
I think it's very nice book if we read, and it teach like how to be a good guy, how to act good, and how to repay the parents or teacher or those who have done good things for us.
I have really found that the book has helped me improve myself. I have discovered the different percepts of life, and it has really helped me to bring out the inner me, and I have enjoyed reading the book.
And I hope that it would have in the future and our society would be peace and good. The person would be very good too, and I like to say that this book is very good. Thank you.
World Bank for World Peace.
Well, all I have to say is awesome. The youth who have participated in the World Peace Ethics Contest are role models that the world needs, and not long from now, they will be the representatives who will impart this knowledge and unite the hearts of people around the world. Reported by Joy Maurer, DNN reporter. Sawadee ka.
The picture of the World Peace Ethics Contest, or we call World PEC, is shown to the world. It is an evidence confirming that the world morality is restored.
The pictures of the children from the V-Star project is also admired and praised by a lot of people. We have to thank the parents, teachers, and all those who helped make this project possible.
Tomorrow is Maka Busha Day. It is the important day which comes around again this year. Do not forget to get up early to make alms offering and offer the lanterns in order to pay homage to the Lord Buddha for the great merit.
Yes, we will see you at Wat Pratamakai in Pathum Thani, Thailand.
อีกครั้งกับภาพสีเหลืองเรืองรองของโคมมาคประทีปนับแสนดวงอีกครั้งกับการประกาศเกียรติคุณทางปัญญาครั้งยิ่งใหญ่ที่สร้างกระแสความตื่นตัวด้านศีลธรรมไปทั่วโลกขอเชิญสาธุชนผู้มีบุญทุกท่านร่วมงานมหากุศลครั้งประวัติศาสตร์วันมาฆบูชาในวันจันทร์ที่ 9 กุมภาพันธ์ พุทธศักราช 2552 เวลา 6 นาฬิกา ร่วมสร้างมหาทานบารมีในพิธีตักบาตรหน้ามหาธรรมกายเจดีย์ เวลา 9 นาฬิกา ร่วมพิธีปฏิบัติธรรมกลั่นใจให้ใสสะอาดบริสุทธิ์ เวลา 12:30 นาที ร่วมชื่นชมความสามารถของเยาวชนไทยในพิธีมอบโล่พระราชทานทางก้าวหน้าครั้งที่ 27 เวลา 17 นาฬิกา ร่วมพิธีมอบโล่วัชระเกียรติยศโครงการสอบต่อปัญหาศีลธรรมเพื่อสันติภาพโลกหรือ World PEC ครั้งที่ 3 และภาคค่ำร่วมย้อนรำลึกถึงวันมาฆบูชามหาสมาคมในพิธีจุดโคมมาฆประทีปนับแสนดวงสว่างไสวดุจทะเลเทียนณลานธรรมมหาธรรมกายเจดีย์วัดพระธรรมกายจังหวัดปทุมธานีร่วมกันสืบสานวัฒนธรรมชาวพุทธด้วยการสวมชุดขาวมาร่วมงานโดยพร้อมเพรียงกัน
Before we say goodbye, we would like to share with you the great teaching of Kun Yai, the founder of Wat Pratamakai. Delight in both practical and spiritual facets of merit. as I do, the former will help train us to refine our physical actions, speech, and thoughts in order to do good deeds and make merits, while the latter will allow us to teach ourselves to be righteous. But once we have Dhammakaya, all tasks will be easily accomplished. From Kun Yai's Techery's book, page 72.
Your comments and questions are always most welcome, and you can send them to our address at www.meditationforpeace.info. Till we meet again,
สวัสดีค่ะ